Turkey's Erdogan has been bitterly opposed to the decision of U.S. President Donald Trump to recognize Jerusalem and has called a summit of Islamic countries on December 13 in Istanbul. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on Saturday described Israel as a state of occupation which used terror against the Palestinians, as he stepped up his criticism of the U.S. recognition of Jerusalem as its capital. Erdogan has been bitterly opposed to the decision of U.S. President Donald Trump to recognize Jerusalem and has called a summit of Islamic countries on December 13 in Istanbul. Israel is a state of occupation, Erdogan said in a speech in Istanbul, referring to Israel's continued occupation of the West Bank and settlement building. And now they are making use of terror and are bombing young people and children, he said. Israeli airstrikes on the Gaza Strip killed 2 Palestinians on Saturday as violence erupted this week. The pre-dawn airstrikes on a Hamas military base in Nuseirat in central Gaza came amid protests across the occupied Palestinian territories after Trump's deeply controversial move. Erdogan described Jerusalem as the apple of our eye and a red line for Muslims. He said that the American decision was null and void for Ankara. Trump seeks to move forwards by saying, "There we go. I did it. It's done. I'm sorry, but being strong does not give you such a right." The leaders of major countries have a mission to make peace, not unleash conflicts. Erdogan on Saturday continued to play a central role in diplomatic efforts in the crisis, telephoning French President Emmanuel Macron and Lebanese President Michel Aoun, the presidency said. Last year, Turkey and Israel ended a rift triggered by Israel's storming in 2010 of a Gaza-bound ship that left 10 Turkish activists dead and led to a downgrading of diplomatic ties. The two sides have since stepped up cooperation, particularly in energy, but Erdogan has repeatedly been bitterly critical of Israeli policy. Last week he warned that Turkey's reaction could go as far as cutting relations with Israel, but he made no reference to this in his latest speech.